run, and so I'm quite healthy. You know, I got hit really hard with my pancreas, and my pancreas is actually starting to produce insulin again. So I'm getting rid of my type 1 diabetes. It's been since April that I've had it. I got out of the hospital 90 units plus per day of insulin that I was having to take, and now I'm down to about 20 units, which means, you know, my pancreas is starting to produce insulin. And so not only am I getting healthier and stronger, but my organs are starting to work again. And part of that is detoxing, getting rid of the parasites, the fungus, all the things that are causing us trouble. When I got out of the hospital, I had been on high doses of antibiotics, and so I was even getting arthritis. I'd wake up, my hands would be stiff, my feet would be stiff, and it'd take me a while to loosen up. And now I'm waking up and I'm not stiff anymore because I'm getting rid of that mutated fungus that happened because of the antibiotics. And mutated fungus, they found, is causing severe arthritic conditions in people and produces a lot of uric acid, so you almost get like a gout in your system, and produces a lot of inflammation. So detoxing, getting rid of the fungus, getting rid of the parasites, getting rid of the viruses, and helping your organs of elimination to get rid of the toxins is very beneficial for your body. So if you have any questions, give us a call at 435-986-0025, or shoot us an email, Scott, SCOTT, health, HEALTH, longevity, LONGEVITY, Inc., INC, at gmail.com. And we'll be glad to send you a protocol, glad to, start you on a program so you can start losing weight, detoxing your body, getting rid of the bugs, the parasites, fungus, and virus that cause us fatigue and problems with weight gain, cancer, all kinds of stuff. So this is not only good for helping you lose weight, but it helps protect your body from getting cancers and everything. And again, we're going to give 50% off the weight loss products, and we will have a protocol available for you and information to help you. I'm going to do another YouTube video that will talk about how to eat properly during the weight loss. It's mainly eating good organic vegetables, a couple of fruit servings a day, and if you're a meat eater, make sure you buy lean meat that is grass-fed, organic grass-fed beef, because the corn-fed is really not very good for you. It's not good for the cows, and the cows end up getting all the genetically modified organisms in them, and then you eat the genetically modified organisms and make you fat. So corn-fed beef, it makes the beef taste good when you go to eat it because it's really fatty, but it's not good fats, and it's got genetically modified organisms in that aren't good for you either and make you gain weight, just like the cattle. And they found ways to make the cattle and the chickens fatter and bigger, but they make us fatter and bigger too because of these hormones that are in the genetically modified foods and the meat, and so it's not good for us. So I'm going to give a whole lecture following this, and that way you'll know that what things are good for you and what things are not so good for you. And thank you so much for listening today. And this is going to be split into 2 different YouTubes, and because my camera does 20 minutes for one and then does another 20 for the other, so I'm going to continue right now doing the the foods that are good. And so, you know, if you can grow a garden, and right now we're winter time, so growing a good garden only if you got a greenhouse. But plant good organic seeds, number one. There's a lot of genetically modified seeds out there, and the corporations have bought up a lot of the seed companies, and they're not allowing organic seeds even anymore. So finding good organic seeds is very important. Finding good greens. Now, kale and spinach are some of the best greens there are for humans, and they'll help with anemia, they'll help with B vitamin deficiencies. Oh, that's the other thing I need to mention, B vitamins. You know, as we get depleted nutritionally from the fungus and parasites, we get anemia and we get B deficiencies, B vitamins, all the B vitamins, not just B12, but niacin, folic acid, bioflavonoids, you know, all kinds of things that are important for our body. We get depleted. So it's very important to take a good B complex when you're trying to lose weight, or eat a lot of greens. Now, the other thing we're having problems with is our enzymes. Believe it or not, Roundup or glyphosate is an anti-enzymatic chemical. And the way it causes the weeds to die is it makes it so they can't even absorb the minerals, so they die. Because they can't absorb the water, they can't absorb the minerals, and so they just dry out and die. And the genetically modified ones, they put an enzyme in that helps them get around that a little bit. But in 2014, they started teaching the agronomists to use even more Roundup to desiccate even the Roundup ready crops. And so the higher doses would cause the problem anyway. Well, what Roundup does to us is it keeps us from producing enzymes that help us absorb minerals and create collagen, create the enzymes to help us even digest our food and get it into our system better. And that's why so many people are having problems with their guts now. Is we're getting bloated, we're getting acid reflux, we're getting problems because we can't absorb our food, and so fungus and parasites move in and they start digesting our food for us, but they cause all kinds of other problems such as cancers, indigestion, you know, cause us even to gain weight and such. But we're not producing the collagen we need, and that's why so many people are having problems with their knees, their shoulders, their feet, their hips, and ending up with hip replacements, knee replacements, shoulder replacements. I mean, you know, instead of treating the core cause, which is the lack of enzymes to produce the collagen, they're, you know, doing surgical procedures to correct the problems. And the core cause is these chemicals. And by removing the chemicals from our body, we actually can help our bodies to heal and be strong again. And so part of weight loss is getting rid of the toxins and chemicals that have built up into our bodies. And so that's why I'm expressing we need to do detoxing while we're losing weight. That pulls those chemicals out and actually makes our bodies healthier, helps the liver start producing the enzymes again, helps the pancreas start producing the enzymes again, so we can produce collagen, we can produce the proteins to make our muscles stronger, and we can get rid of the fat where we store a lot of these chemicals to keep them away from our vital organs. Now, so in other words, we keep fat on us because that's where we store some of these chemicals that are causing the toxicity in our bodies. And if our body didn't do that, they'd get in our organs and literally kill our organs. And so part of weight loss is getting rid of the toxins. So you want to eat things that are very good for your body, that produce, that literally will help pull toxins out of the body. Beets is one of the best things you can eat when you're toxic, because beets help produce nitrous oxide in your body that helps dilate your blood vessels, brings down your blood pressure. But the other thing beets do is they have this stuff called betaine in that helps to revitalize the liver and revitalize the chemical glutathione, which is part of your type 1 process of detoxing. And then it also helps methylate the glutathione. And so B vitamins are very important, because B vitamins are what they call methyl donors and help revitalize the liver also and methylate the glutathione so it becomes active again. And so some of these type 1 and phase 1, phase 2 things that are very helpful for the liver help us to lose weight. Now, another product that I found is very helpful is some stuff called manna. And manna is being produced by a lady by the name of Patty McPeak. Now, the manna does a lot of different things, and it's got a lot of good stuff in it that helps the liver and the pancreas to detox. And so taking in this manna is very good, and we've got that at our office also available, or you can get it from Patty McPeak, who you can Google on the internet and find her and order the manna from her. But the manna did a boom job helping my pancreas come back online. When I started doing the manna about 4 weeks ago, and I started very slowly because I didn't want to get it going too fast. I only did a scoop a day for the first week, and then, my kinesiology said, don't take it too fast because you don't want to detox too fast. And so then the second week I did a scoop in the morning, a scoop in the afternoon, and then the third week I tested, and it tested 2 scoops in the morning, 1 scoop in the afternoon, and now I'm doing 2 scoops in the morning, 2 scoops in the afternoon. And it allowed my body time to detox very slowly and helped me to get rid of the chemicals and toxins that were in my body and causing my pancreas and liver not to work very well. And so this manna is very amazing. Manna was what fed the Israelites during their 40 years of wandering in the Sinai desert after they left Egypt. And manna would be produced, and it literally would show up on the ground. God produced it for them to eat. And it kept them healthy and strong as they were out wandering in the desert. You can imagine, people, thousands and thousands of people needing to be fed. And this was actually produced by the Creator. It's one of the stories in the Bible, you can believe it or not, but manna was the source of the food. And it's a perfect food, and it's something that Patty McPeak actually received from Saint Germain. He told her to start making this manna to help feed people and detox and make them healthier. So that's another food product that you can get and use for helping you to detox during your weight loss. So, there's so many things I could talk about, but right now I want to just talk about these few things. So the main things you need is something to change the hormones, which is the weight loss drops, and they're homeopathic, so they change the energy in your body to start helping you to burn the fats out of the fat cells, turning them into ketones. Now, when you go into the ketosis, you lose a little bit of potassium, so we have to replace the potassium. And then to help the liver detox, you need B vitamins. So we provide something called Ultra B12. And for those of you with diabetes, we actually have a product called Methyl B complex that is methylated Bs that help the liver to methylate, and also they're lipid soluble B vitamins. So they get into the nerves and remove the glycalization that's caused by too high of sugars. And most of us, I mean, there's a third of us out there that have diabetes. And type 3 diabetes is the Alzheimer's, where you start losing your memory and your mind and start losing your words. And a lot of us are getting that. And let me tell you, we've been able to reverse that by using these methylated B vitamins, and also something called lion's mane that helps the neurons to start growing again. Lion's mane has nerve tissue growth factor that helps regrow your nerves and can actually help reconnect your feet and your hands, because a lot of people are getting a lot of problems with their hands and their feet because of the nervous system. And so the lion's mane actually helps reconnect the nervous system through removing that glycalization of the nerves, and can even help with ALS, help with MS, help with Parkinson's, all kinds of nerve disorders that are happening to more and more of us, and type 3 diabetes, which is Alzheimer's. So, it's very good for you and helps you lose the weight. So it removes the problems that's causing insulin resistance, because a lot of that is in the cell membrane. When we get toxins and petrochemicals in the cell membranes of our cells in our body, it makes it so the insulin receptor sites don't work right. So you need more and more insulin to even get the sugar into your cells. And that's one of the problems I had when I got out of the hospital. I had to take 90 plus units of insulin a day, which means 3 times the amount a normal individual needs to take. And currently I'm down to 20 units a day, so my pancreas is starting to produce some, and because you need at least 28 to 30 units a day for a man my size to even survive with insulin. And so I'm getting to the point where my pancreas is starting to produce more insulin. Now, another thing I could talk about is stem cells, because stem cells help with the production of your insulin, because they actually can become insulin producing cells in your pancreas. And stem cells are multi-potential cells that our bone marrow produces, and they go out into the body and they go to the different parts of the body, and they're directed by the DNA to become certain cells. And the 24-strand DNA manifestation is one of the most marvelous things ever given to humanity to help our health, because by making more perfected DNA in our body, we can make more perfected cells, which help us to be healthier and stronger and brighter, and just, it's so good for us. So that can also be obtained from Health and Longevity. Call 435-986-0025, or go to our website, scottwerner.org or scottwernermd.com. You can download it for free off of there. We're going to have more things available as time goes on. I want to thank you all for listening today. We've given a lot of information very quickly. Go back and re-listen to this, because I have a tendency to talk about a lot of things really fast. And so thank you again. And again, we're going to give a 50% discount through the end of January on the weight loss program that we have at Health and Longevity. 435-986-0025, or get a hold of us at scott.healthlongevity.inc@gmail.com. and we will send you a copy of the protocol and get you on it. So thank you for listening today. We'll talk to you soon.